Hi, you want to slim down, you want to feel great, and you want to enjoy your food as well. So, yes, that's why I'm here. I'm looking out for you. I want you to enjoy life. I want you to enjoy the world of cuisine, of many cultures, but on a healthy way. Because there are a lot of cuisines, there are a lot of traditions, a lot of habits that have been passed down from generation to generation that are not healthy. And just because something is traditional and it has been done for many, many years, it doesn't mean it is ideal or that it is good at the very smallest amount for us. So that's why I'm advising you to number one, get rid of all seed oils in your diet. And the way you're going to achieve that is you are going to, every time you go to the supermarket, instead of buying packaged foods that are made in factories that are highly processed, you are going to start to prefer whole foods, like foods that grow out of the soil, that are real, that are first line, that are unprocessed, that you can grab them as they are. And those can be many, and you choose which to eat. But make sure that you're not cooking with seed oils, that you're not eating stuff with seed oils in, those margarines or whatever, those plant-based substitutes of real food, of whole animal foods. Yeah, they are not great. They have a horrible track record. Do your diligence, your research. Secondly, like if you want to remove like only one thing, remove seed oils for sure. But if you want to remove two things, yeah, let's go to the second one, grains. Why are grains not great? Grains by themselves are okay if properly fermented through a sourdough kind of treatment, a proper fermentation which gets rid of lectins and oxalates and all the other phytates and whatever. But the problem nowadays is that unless it's some very special type of grain, very ancient or whatever, it is going to be made with genetic modification, and you'll probably be completely filled with glyphosate, which is a highly toxic pesticide. There have been many people with celiac sort of sensitivities that from the America, and they have going to Italy or France or something like a Europe, and while on vacation they eat some bread or some pasta or something, and they think they are cured, and they go back to North America and all of the symptoms get back again after eating bread or pasta or whatever, because one, probably the grains are not exactly the same, and secondly, America uses glyphosate to the roof. It's like way too much, and glyphosate is not a supplement, so yeah, it's quite the opposite. It's normal that your body is going to react terribly, and even organic grains will have glyphosate because many times those farms are close to not organic farms where the glyphosate will leak from one place to the other because of the water within the soil and because of wind and etc. So if you want to have a better health, yeah, you remove seed oils, top of the line, sure. And if you want to go a second degree, remove grains. And if you want to go a third degree, yeah, this might sound very weird, but remove nightshades. Why? At the very least, peel them and see them. we are not supposed to eat peels or seeds. Those are filled with the nutrients I just referred to, like lectins, oxalates, and phytates. And yeah, those are there to protect the fruit or the plant or whatever. Those are not nutritious. But what's the problem with nightshades? Nightshades are tomato, potato, eggplant, tobacco. Yeah, these are all from the nicotine family of vegetables, so to speak. And both potato and tomato and eggplant and the peppers, they all have nicotine. So they all are all addictive. So if you want to lose those pounds, maybe it's not such a great idea to be eating an addictive food. And yeah, you were not gonna trust me on this one, but do your research if you wish. Legumes, beans, and lentils, and all the other, like what's the name? Garbanzo beans, chickpeas. Yeah, don't do those. If you do those, like, make sure you how do you say, like there is like a, it's not just to cook normally, it's to a high pressure cooker. Yes, that's what you're going to do, but still it's going to be inflammatory. It's not great. Yeah, because the problem with both grains and legumes is there are seeds, and because there are seeds, they are highly protected with the plant chemicals that the plant makes, so that seeds is protected until it germinates within the soil. But you do what you wish, but make sure you stop with the seed oils. If you wish, stop with the grains, especially the glyphosate filled ones. And if you eat them, sourdough or fermentation, something like that, if you eat rice, make sure it's white rice, so it's cleaner. It doesn't have so much of those peeled characteristics like the lectins and oxalates and phytates. And yeah, if you are going to eat nightshades, peel them and see them. And if you are going to eat legumes, pressure cook them. But yeah, this is my advice. But what is going to replace all of these foods? So I'm not going to consume seed oils. What should I eat? I'm not going to consume grains. What should I eat? I'm not going to consume nightshade or legumes. What should I eat? You're probably not gonna trust me on this one either, but this is my personal experience. This is the personal experience of many people, including Rebecca Farmer, which has now a married name, or Rebecca Heichman. She was going to die before 30 years old without having ever a kid. She was highly anorexic. She had 10 chronic diseases, and she surrendered her need for control and her obsession that she knew, like we all think, like, vegetables are good for you and I'm going to eat them even if somebody is telling me it's not. This is not problem. I'm going to continue. Yeah. Humility is required to save ourselves, and she was able to have humility in that moment. She was in a hospital bed. She was informed that her colon was to be removed, that she would be hooked up to a feeding tube. And in that moment, she realized, I mean, I've heard of the carnivore diet, and it makes a lot of sense. It's bioavailable foods with zero lectins, with zero oxalates, with zero phytates, with zero nicotine, with zero inflammatory compounds, from like the ones in seed oils. And it makes sense. So she was able to convince the nutritionist at the hospital to allow her to ask for the chef at the kitchen to make the food she desired, and she was fed. She received meat and eggs and butter, and she quickly recovered. And after around a week, if I remember correctly, they came to her, she was in the emergency room, and they told them, we don't know what to say to the insurance company. Like, you're completely stable, you're not having any of the horrible symptoms you were having before. Go home and continue to do your weird all meat diet. And this is one of many testimonials. Many women, young ladies that had lost or had never had their period, got their period back after eating fatty meats. Women on menopause got pregnant. Yeah, they got pregnant after entering menopause, after increasing their fatty meat intake. And this is my recommendation, not coming from me, but coming from those testimonials. What you're going to replace all of those foods with is animal foods. But if you want the best of the best, the best nutrient density, the best fatty acid profile, and thus the best probability of not causing you food sensitivities, and consequently of all these, the best food for healing and repair and well-being and to completely restore your body, and this is 98% of the diet of Rebecca Eichmann and her clients, and that's what they are using to heal chronic conditions. She had 10 chronic conditions, 10. And it is fatty ruminant meats. This includes cow, goat, lamb, elk, deer, bison, all the others. Anything that is a true ruminant will be incredible. And you make sure you get those fatty bits and eat as much fat as you desire. Once your fat intake doesn't interest you so much, reduce the fat intake, but still make sure it's around 10% of the steaks or the meat bits that you get. At least 10% of them are fat. A lion will do around 15 to 30% fat in volume in their diet, so it's probably a very good range. If you go eat ground beef like burger meat, it's very often 80-20, which means 20% of its volume is fat. So it's amazing. You will heal faster dropping all of the foods that you have in your pantry and going to McDonald's and ordering a la carte burger patties and only eating burger patties, even though it's full of Teflon from their fryers, without salt and without pepper, and just drinking some purified water. You will have better health after a year of just doing this. This is the evidence that I've seen countless times being proved, than continuing to do your diet that you are doing this moment. And it will certainly give better results compared to anybody who is doing a SAD. So fun, this acronym. A standard American diet or any highly inflammatory diet. I hope this video helped you. It certainly was my intent. I will add here below some chapters, and it would be a pleasure if you left a comment and shared your experience and your own testimonial. And if you find value in this type of information, I always come out with new videos. So if you wish and if you find it useful, subscribe. I usually condense, I'm no expert, but I condense what I read and I find from many different experts into relatively small videos. And if you want to just grab a quick summary of all of this 15-minute video, it will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.